Hi everybody. This morning, after spending some time praying and reading my Bible, which we know is just talking to God and hopefully listening to what He has to say. And I'm sure a lot of you have been asking the same question as I, with all that's going on, just asking God why. And I wish I had the answer yet, but I don't. But in the middle of all this awful CV-19 virus and the devastating effects that it's having on people, it would be so easy for us to give the devil a foothold. And during this time, I've gone through a lot of feelings and thoughts myself, and I spent one day this week just crying. And I think I was in mourning for what's going on, because I wasn't crying for myself. I was crying about all the families that have been affected by what's going on. But in our church, we have a song that we sing, which says that God can turn our mourning into dancing. And so I just want to read from you what it says in Jeremiah 13, verses 12 to 14. They will come and shout for joy on the heights of Zion. They will rejoice in the bounty of the Lord, the grain, the new wine, and the olive oil, the young of the flocks and herds. They will be like a well-watered garden, and they will sorrow no more. Then young women will dance and be glad, young men and old as well. I will turn their mourning into gladness. I will give them comfort and joy instead of sorrow. I will satisfy the priests with abundance, and my people will be filled with my bounty, declares the Lord. So this morning, after I'd been praying and reading my Bible, I started listening and singing along to some praise music, and I found myself dancing as well, which sometimes can feel a bit weird when you're living on your own. And one of the songs that I was singing is a song called God's Not Dead, and some of the words in it say, God's not dead, He's surely alive, He's living on the inside, roaring like a lion. And people who know me very well, and my family certainly know, that sometimes when I'm singing, I end up singing the wrong words, and instead of singing, He's roaring like a lion, I was singing, He's rolling like a lion. And when I realised what I was singing, I started laughing. And I got this picture of this huge, huge lion just rolling around and playing next to me. And then I realised that our mighty, mighty God, who is described as a roaring lion, is also a God who wants us to relax and just enjoy being in His presence, having fun, being full of joy, just for His love for us, just being full of joy. And it may seem contradictory, the word we have received, that this year we will be a year of plenty. But I was thinking, if only I get one thing during this time, I want to have plenty of God's presence. So today He's turned my mourning into dancing. And I just want to say, so if any of you start to feel down during this time, just remember you're never alone. Spend some time with God, enjoy His presence, and let Him turn your mourning into dancing. And if you've never had a personal relationship with God, just ask someone who knows Him. Ask someone to tell you how to have that presence, because even during these hard times, we can still have peace, we can still have joy, we can still know God. And I really believe that 2020 is a year where we're going to build that relationship with God and have more and more of His presence. So whatever happens, God is still in control and He's still worthy to be praised.